In front of me is a really special camper today. This is a 2001 Toyota Grand Hiace Eddy camper. They did not make many of these. They were made between 2000 and 2004 in this limited run chassis VCH 2.8. This is a full-time four-wheel drive van chassis powered by Toyota's V6 3.4 liter gas engine, the 5VZ FE. This engine, when used here in the 4Runners, the T100s, the Tacomas, and other vehicles in other markets around the world, it is a super solid V6 engine known to really go the distance, one of the best Toyota has put out over the years. Now, this is a full fiberglass coach. It is insulated, it is aluminum framed, really well built by the Annex Corporation in Japan, one of the premier coach builders in Japan, still in business today, cranking out really top-notch motorhomes for the Japanese market. This is their Eddy model. This is the short version of the Eddy model. Not many of these were made in this configuration. This features the double bunk rear, cab over bunk, dinette, kitchenette layout with minimal accessories, making it a really cool modular setup that you can use for multiple purposes. So in this video, we're gonna rock around the outside, the inside, and we will then take it for a drive. This has been outfitted by us. We have made some updates, some improvements. Starting with the wheels and tires, we've got a factory chrome Toyota 15-inch wheel wrapped in some oversized all-terrain tires. These are Hankook Dynapro Extremes. They are load rated for a heavier load vehicle like this one. It has been lifted about 1.5 inches, stancing it just right. Around the outside, it is finished in Toyota's 040. This is a really nice single stage white. This motorhome presents like new. This is in really, really good shape. I doubt we will find another one of these quite like this one. We've got the front grille up front with the Hiace badging. A really nice cab over bunk with these really nice recessed marker lights. I like that. That's a more premium touch. Coming down along the passenger side, you've got your front entry door, your 50/50 window, and a really nice new Fiamma F45 awning up top. This is your battery access compartment, your shore power, and your rear garage / bunk access. So if we open this up, we've got the lower bunk folded away, but you can see it's 3 platforms, boom, boom, boom. Slides right here. It's even got a little light. Lower garage area with a drain, your shore power cable. So this can be used to house long things, skis, bikes, gear, whatever you want. And your rear access door for this area is found there. And above, of course, you've got access to your upper bunk. So it's a 2-bunk setup, but both bunks fold away or completely remove with those cushions. Taking a look at the back, we've got a really nice molded rear fiberglass bumper here with your rear access compartment there. We've got a Fiamma carry-all bike rack. This is a really nice rack which holds 3 bikes, and I'll quickly demonstrate how it works. 60 kilogram weight rating, instructions here, model here, and you've got your 3 holders there. You mount the bikes, latch them in, and off you go. If you don't need the rack, it folds up and locks in really easy. It's all aluminum, really well built. Parts still available for these. Fiamma still makes these. A really nice accessory. The gel coat on this is in fantastic shape. You can see it still has its shine. The decals are also all original and in great shape. It is a fantastic coach. For a 2001, this was well kept, or one owner owned out of Japan. The factory chrome wheels This also comes with a spare set of wheels with snow tires, winter tires included, if you wish. Stainless steel exhaust, side exit. Looking up front, we'll get to the inside now. Locks, 2 front seats with armrests and factory swivels. Yes, these seats can swivel to face back or forward for even more interior seating, as if there wasn't enough already. We've got a driver's airbag in a clean, crack-free dash. Smells new in here, and I'm not exaggerating. Really clean floor mats, which have been covered up and taken care of. These armrests are fully adjustable into any position, and they also just go up out of the way. The headliner is great. They did such a good job of mating this chassis to the coach. It's very seamless. The logos are still shiny. Camper Service, I imagine that's probably the selling dealer. Sliding windows left and right above in your cab over bed. Look in the driver's side here. So master locks, switch, window switch, your seat, your step-in, all very tidy. Steering wheel look familiar to anyone? This is the generation of Toyotas that I love. These seats are comfortable and clean. This thing only has 68,000 kilometers. That's 40-something thousand miles. 45,000 miles. Low, very, very low. Let me slide in, give you a view of some more of the controls. You've got your cluster here with your fuel, temp, speedo, and tack. Intermittent wipers, shift stock, automatic cruise control, car Rosaria updated stereo with a CD player, hazards, clock, all of this works great. Your glove box is here. We've got manuals and ownership documents that go along with this, 2 cup holders, ashtray, 12-volt cigarette lighter with more in the rear. Big backup camera here that you can run while you're driving. Nice sun visors, dome lights. It's in great shape. This is a phenomenal rig. Someone's gonna be very happy with this. All right, I want to spoil too much. It's time for the interior. This is your shore power hookup right here. Cable in the back. Let's open this up. We've got a little latch here to prevent the door from blowing away. Built-in screen door. So that's all in great shape. A little snap-on curtain for your door window, and a little slider here. All right, so that just magnetizes to the door. Really nice proprietary instep for the Annex Corporation campers. It's got a little step where, you know, if you're Japanese, maybe you'd step in, remove your shoes, be a little clean. You've got a cabinet here for shoes or otherwise. All right, looking in, we've got a dinette across the way, a little seat to my right, overhead cabinets, which I've got opened up, and your bed. So we'll step in here, and here's the bed. A really spacious cab over bed. It's big. Measurements in the ad. We've got these cabinets here along with some more cubbies below. Lights, recessed lights up there. The roof is in great shape. You've got your power controls here, so you can turn all your lights on and other things. This is your battery meter here. We'll close these, and I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the interior. We'll start with the back. So, overhead fan, light roof vent, which hatches open. We've got another light back here. And here is the rear bunk. For those of you wondering what that is just an extra thorough sealing job. That is sealant. That is just pressing out of the seam there. This was extra sealed, and they just did an overkill job on the sealant, keeping it extra dry. No signs of water damage. We've inspected it. So here's your upper bunk with curtains and a little night light, personal night light there. So you have one curtain here. You can pull here for privacy, and your other one is there. And this is in 3 sections, so these lift up, and you can stack them out of the way or just outright remove them. So this all becomes a big storage area. Below is your lower bunk, which I've got partially lifted up from earlier in the video. But as you can see, this all just slides into place really easily. And then there's your lower bunk, again with more curtains. And each bunk has its own window, which opens and has a little bug screen right there. So if we tie this back with one hand, you can see that. This is your awning tool, which you use to crank out your awning. This came with the camper. Maybe they used it to tie up their dog or something. Little kitchenette. You've got a sink here with an electric pump, which feeds out of, well, there's no tank in here, but you fit your own tank. You've got a submersible pump here, and you can set that up to, you know, whatever needs you have as far as water goes. And then it just drains down right out through here. That's your sink drain. And you've got an additional 12 volt here and some 110, well, 100. This is Japanese, but 110, 100. Basically works, nominal voltage difference. Kitchenette, countertop, and this comes up for extended workspace. And another 50/50 slider window with a built-in screen. You've got a little doily curtain, day curtain, and then you've got your thicker night curtains. And above that, you've got a mirror fitted. And above that, you've got some racks for hanging towels or whatever you want. And then, you know, your storage. Really nice, solid wood cabinetry. These feel well built. They don't feel janky at all. This is a well-built unit. You've got the same thing over here with more cabinets. Up here, you have a hidden coat rack, coat hanger to hang whatever you want. There's extra space to hang that down. And then you've got your dinette here, which converts into a bed. It also converts, this seat can face forwards or backwards. 2 belts here, 2 belts here, 2 belts up front, so that seats 6. You've got all this extra space here for whatever you want. This also all converts into one big bed. That's what this cushion back here is for. You would pull this out, and this basically fills the gap, and then you have these back pieces that come out, and you basically build another bed down here. So you can sleep 2 there, 1 to 2 here. This sleeps 2 kids or 2 shorter adults. If you're like under 5'6", you can sleep in these comfortably. So it's really neat and really well done. You've got more night lights up here. And yeah, everything's got its own shade. This has its own privacy shade here too. And you've got an inverter here, which works great for additional power. And these seats will also swivel and face the rear if you want to use them for more seating. Just a very smart camper. I'm standing in here. There's probably 6'5" of interior room. I'd say, yeah, maybe even more. It's tall. If you're a little taller, you'll still fit, which is good. And there's also plenty of room for these seats to slide back and recline because there's nothing behind them, which is nice. So there you have it. This thing is sweet. Okay, so we're gonna power down the systems. I think I've covered everything on the interior here. You can also access your coach battery from underneath here. This lifts right up and provides additional battery access. And you also have auxiliary AC HVAC controls here and through these upper vents here for your rear passengers. Now let's go around and take this thing for a drive so you guys can see how it goes down the road, which it does so very nicely. All right, I've got the factory Toyota key here, 1 of 2. Comes with all the keys you need for everything. I will show you the engine bay now though before we drive away. A lot of people like to see that. And here's the backup camera in action. All right, so let's pop the hood and take a look under the engine. Here it is, Toyota's 5VZ. The same engine you might find in a 4Runner, T100, Tacoma, and more worldwide. But these are the main North American models that use this. Also, I believe the first gen Tundra had these, basically used from 95 to 05 in many, many models. I want to show you guys the running lights. Switch those on. So let's take it for a cruise. It's very quiet. Once you close the door. All right. Parking brake. Seat belt. Air conditioning. And we are off to the races. Handling is so easy. You would honestly not think you're driving a camper of this stature. It drives not all that different from my '99 Camry. It doesn't feel sluggish. It's quiet, it's smooth, the brakes are nice and strong. So this has an independent rear suspension. Annex beefed up those rear coil springs with extra beefy ones to handle the camper weight. So it's rear coil and front torsion bar. making it quite a comfortable ride. Kind of a bumpy road here, and you know, there aren't a whole lot of rattles and rumbles on this thing, even though we're driving down one of the worst roads in Portland here. Let's take it up the boulevard. It's got really good acceleration. And it's easy to turn, it feels light, it feels nimble, it brakes great. It's really hard, I can't speak high enough of this camper. You know, I have owned a Sunraider, and I've driven and been around almost every Toyota camper there is here in North America, and this is just an absolute standout. It is by far the nicest driving Toyota motorhome I have driven. It is really easy to drive. It is perfect for North American roads. It is not short on power nor safety features. It's got a proper front bonnet with airbags and the engine between you and any front end collision. This is all important stuff. Not only that, but it's just comfortable. It's adequately powered. It's got a North American familiar drivetrain, which means parts service. No mechanic's gonna be freaked out and not know where to get parts. You know, the non-US engines, the parts are all still easy to get. We don't import vehicles that are hard to get parts for. That's just one of our policies here. Because if we can't service it and our customers can't service it, then where's the fun in that? But we're extra fond of this one for all of those nice perks and bonuses. So I'm just driving along here. It's really effortless. I barely have to get into the throttle, believe it or not, nor the brake pedal. Everything is just kind of right on tap. And it just, you know, it all just works. It's just got that solid Toyota feel with a really sweet coach end of things. Very easy to maneuver. It's, you know, like I said, 18 feet long. I've been getting a lot of attention driving this around town. People just don't know what it is. This might be one of the first ones here in North America. They didn't make many of these. They only made them for 4 years, from 2000 to 04. The Eddy on the Grand Hiace chassis. They weren't all sold or built in four-wheel drive, and they certainly all were not this short. There are longer ones that are maybe around 19 or 20 foot, which have other features, other systems, you know, non-bunk or with a bathroom or whatever. But I think this one is one of the sweetest ones, you know, for many reasons. It's just super versatile. So yeah, it's just great to drive. I'd say if you guys are in the market looking for a unique Toyota or reliable camper for yourself or maybe even a growing family, this is a really strong candidate. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. So come check it out. We're not gonna have it forever. And you might be surprised. I know I was. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough video, drive, and you know, just listening to me ramble on about these things like I tend to do. But hopefully you learned something today. We put these up for everyone, not just buyers, but enthusiasts, and just for the sake of the internet, to have them preserved and hopefully just be documented for the future, because they won't be around forever. So, glad you tuned in. If you like this video, feel free to give us a thumbs up, maybe hit subscribe or ring the bell. We appreciate the support. We love making more of these. We've got so many more cool campers and other vehicles in the pipeline, which means more videos for you guys to watch and check out. So stay tuned for more, and we will catch you on the next one.